Welcome back, friends. In this video I'll show you the step-by-step process of creating an application for EMI calculation. As you can see in the screen, I have created this EMI calculator application. In the loan amount, let me put 1500,000. In the interest rate per year, let me put here 11.5%. And suppose the loan period in years is 7 years. After putting these information, I can click on the calculate button. Then here you see the total EMI payment is calculated, that is 26,079.69. If I change here the loan amount to 1800,000, click and calculate, then here you see the EMI is calculated. And this EMI calculator application you can launch directly from the toolbar. Here in the data tab, in the custom application group, you have this EMI calculator logo. Simply click on this to activate the application. Then you can put the information of loan, then use the calculate button to calculate the EMI. Let's start how to create this EMI calculator application and link the application in the toolbar. First of all, open Microsoft Excel. Click on the blank workbook. Save this Excel workbook as a macro enabled Excel file. For that, click on the file tab. Click on save as, and here in the type of the file, choose Excel macro enabled workbook. And here in the file name, let's put EMI calculator. Choose the location where you want to save the file. Let me select here desktop. Then click on save button. Let me close this Excel workbook. And here in the desktop, you see the macro enabled Excel workbook is saved. Now open this macro enabled workbook. First of all, design the application user interface or the graphics. For that, go to developer tab, then click on Visual Basic. Here in the VBA window, click on insert tab, then user form. This creates a basic design of the user form. Let's increase the size of the user form by pointing here in the corner of the user form. Then click, hold and drag. This increase the size of the user form. At the top of the user form, let's add here a label to display the title of the application, that is EMI calculator. So click on this label option in the toolbox. Then draw the label here like this. Right click on it, go to the properties, and here in the font property of the label, let's take a larger font size. Let me take the font size of 24, then click on OK. And here in the caption of the user form, let me put here EMI calculator. Then press enter, and here you see the caption is changed. Let's decrease the size of the label. Then keep it at the center of the user form. Now add here another label. Go to the font property of the label. Then take the font size of 10. Click on OK. And in the caption of the label, let me put here loan amount. Keep this loan amount at this place. Now copy this by pressing Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Then keep it over here. Make another copy by pressing Ctrl V. Then keep this in this place. Now change the caption of the second label to interest rate per year. Increase the size of this. Click on the third label and change the caption to loan period in years. Let me select all these three, then drag this little down like this. Now add here a text box to input the value of loan amount, interest rate and loan period. For that, click on this text box option, then draw it in the user form. Now in the properties of the text box, let's go to the font option and increase the font size to 10. Then click on OK. Place it beside the loan amount label like this. Now copy this by pressing Ctrl C, make the duplicate, then keep it beside interest rate per year, and make another copy by pressing Ctrl V and place it beside loan period in years. Let me keep this first text box aligned with these two. Beside these three text box, create here a button for calculating the EMI. For that, click on this command button option, then draw the command button over here. Now go to the Excel workbook by clicking on this View Microsoft Excel option. Then here add a calculator icon by going to Insert, Illustrations, Icons. Here in this search bar, put calculator. Then add here a calculator icon. Click on Insert. This will insert this calculator icon in the Excel sheet. Right click on it. Click on Save as Picture. Give the name as calculator. Then here in the Save as type, you have to select the JPEG file format. Choose the location where you want to save the file. Then click on Save. Now after saving, you can just delete this. Now go to the Visual Basic again, and here in the button we can now link that image. For that, go to the picture property of the button. In this picture property, click on this three dot. Then here in the downloads folder, I have the calculator logo. Simply double click on this, and here you see the calculator logo is added in the button. If you also want to add here a text, then you can again go to the Excel sheet, click on this undo button, and below this calculator logo you can add a text by going to Insert, go to Text, then take here a word art, then type here calculate. Decrease the font size of this by going to Home tab, decrease the font size, then place it below the calculator logo. Now select both of these two images by holding the Ctrl key in the keyboard, then click on the calculator. When both is selected, go to the Graphics Format tab, click on the Group option, then click on Group. Now it will create a group of the text and image both. Now right click on it, save as picture, select the JPEG format, then here let me put calculator, then save this. I want to replace the previous image, so click on yes. Now you can delete this image, go to developer, then Visual Basic. Now here in the picture property of this command button, you can replace that new image. Go to the picture property, then double click on the new image. Now you have the calculator logo and the calculate text also. Let me increase the button size little more. Now here in this area, I have to display the calculated EMI value. For that, let me increase the user form size little more and add here a new label where the EMI will be displayed. For that, let me take the label option, then draw the label over here. Keep it in this place and go to the font property. Take here a bigger font size. Let me take the font size of 22, then click on OK. Remove the caption of the label by going to the caption property, then remove the value that is given here. Scroll down and go to the special effect option, and let's take here special effect raised option. Now let's run the user form to see how it looks. The user form or the application interface looks like this. You can replace this user form one by EMI calculator. So close the user form, go to the user form design and go to the caption of the user form and put here EMI calculator. Here you see the caption of the user form is changed. Keep this EMI calculator at the center of the user form. Now let's add background image here in the user form. For that, let me go to Canva application, then create here a new design for the background. Go to this custom size. In the width, let me take 1000 pixel, and in the height, let me take 600 pixel. Then click on create new design option. Go to the element tab, search here a picture that is related with EMI or let's say bank loan. So let me put here bank loan, then press enter. Go to the photos option, and here it will show you different image related with loan. You can take any image. For example, let's take this image. Now you can increase the size of this image by simply drag and drop. First of all, keep it aligned with the design we created. Then go here in the corner and drag this. Now you can drag this to increase the size like this. After the image is fit with the design, go to the transparency tool and decrease the transparency of the image like this. Now click on the share button, click on download, and here in the file type we have to again take the JPEG format because the PNG format is not supported in VBA user form background. So from this drop down, select the JPG format, then click on the download button. Let me give the file name is EMI. Select the location to download the image, then click on save. Now here in the downloads folder, I have this EMI image which I can use in the background of the user form. So go to VBA and click on the user form. Go to the picture property of this, click on the three dot, then double click on the image that you downloaded. And here you see the background image is applied in the user form. Click on the user form, then run this to see how it looks. Now your application interface looks like this. Close the user form. Let me put this EMI calculator above. Go to the properties and here in the back style, take the transparent style. Similarly, for the loan amount, interest rate per year and loan period in years, take the background style of transparent. For this also, take transparent back style, and for this also take the transparent back style. And you can also change the back style of this label is transparent. Rename the text box to the relevant name so that when we write code it will be easier for us. So go to this first text box, then here in the properties of it, change the name to TB underscore loan amount. Similarly, for this, change the name as TB underscore interest rate. And in the loan period in years, change the name to TB underscore loan period. Click on this calculate button and change the name to BTN underscore calculate, and for this label change the name to LBL underscore EMI payment. Now copy this label, make a duplicate of it by pressing Ctrl V. Keep this above this label. In the caption of this label, let's put here equated monthly installment, which is EMI, then value. Increase the size of this label so that the text becomes visible here. Go to the text alignment property and take here text alignment center option. Let's run this user form and see how it looks. Here we need to add a new button to clear the record, because every time we calculate a EMI payment, then we have to clear these fields to calculate the another EMI. For that, go to the user form design and add here a new button by going to the button option. Then draw the button here. Go to the property of the button and in the caption, put here clear. Go to this back color property and take here a background color. The user interface design of this EMI calculator software is ready. Now you can start coding for this calculate button, so that when you click on this calculate button, the EMI payment will be calculated. For that, double click on this calculate button. This opens this coding window. You can close this properties window and start coding here. First of all, define the required variable that is given by dim LA is long. LA means the loan amount. Press enter. Dim IR is single. This IR means the interest rate per annum. The another variable is the loan period. So put here dim LP is integer. Now set up the value for these variables. So put here LA equal to me dot text box loan amount dot value, IR equal to me dot text box interest rate dot value divided by 100. This divided by 100 is to convert the interest rate to percentage formatting. Press enter. And LP equal to me dot text box loan period dot value. After defining the variables and the value for the variables, now we have to calculate the EMI payment. For that, the code will be me dot label EMI payment dot caption equal to application dot worksheet function dot PMT. This PMT function calculates the EMI payment. So open bracket. In the first argument of the PMT function, we have to provide the interest rate per month that is given by IR variable divided by 12. Put a comma. In the second argument of the PMT function, we have to provide the loan period in months that is given by LP multiplied with 12. Then put a comma. And in the third argument of the PMT function, we have to provide the loan amount, that is the LA variable. So put here LA, close the bracket, then press enter. Let's test this code by running the user form. And in the loan amount, let me put 1200,000. Interest rate per annum is 11.5. While putting the interest rate here, don't include the percentage symbol. If you use percentage here, then you may get incorrect calculation, because we have already converted the IR variable to percentage in the code. And the loan period is 7 years. Now when I click on the calculate button, here you see the EMI payment is calculated, which is by default in negative number, because from the bank's perspective, it is a receivable payment. That is why it is given in the negative. If you want to show the EMI payment in the positive number, you can simply go in the code. Then before this LA variable, put the minus symbol. And in the EMI payment value, to put 2 digits after decimal, here you can use the format option. So before the function, put here format, open bracket, click at the end, put a comma, then type double quotation, hash symbol dot 2 hash symbol for 2 digit after decimal, put the double quotation, close bracket, then press enter. Now run the code. Put here the loan amount of 1200,000, interest rate of 11.5% and loan period of 7 years. Then click on the calculate button. Here you see the EMI payment is calculated in positive number with 2 digit after decimal. Now to calculate EMI payment for second loan information, we have to clear these fields. For that, we have to write code in the clear button. So close this user form, then double click on the clear button. This will open the clear button click procedure. Here you have to write this code. Me dot text box loan amount dot value equal to empty. Me dot text box interest rate dot value equal to empty, me dot text box loan period dot value equal to empty, and me dot label EMI payment dot caption equal to empty. Now run the code, write the information of loan, calculate the EMI. Now to calculate another EMI, you can click on the clear button so that the text box and the EMI payment calculated here becomes empty. Now the next thing we have to do is to add this EMI calculator application launcher button in the toolbar. For that, first of all, we need to save this Excel workbook as a Excel add-in file. Before saving the Excel workbook as a add-in file, first of all, we have to create here a module in VBA. So in the VBA window, click on Insert, then click on Module. Here in the Module section, create here a SOP procedure, that is SUB space app launch open and close bracket. Press enter, and between these two line of code, write here the code that is user form 1 dot show. Press enter. Now close this VBA window, click on the file tab of Excel, click on save as, and in the save as type scroll down and select this Excel add-in file, that is with the Excel AM extension. Then choose the location where you want to save the file. Let me select desktop for example. Then click on the save button. Minimize this Excel window, and here you see the add-in file is saved in the desktop, that is the EMI calculator. Now go to the Excel again, click on file tab, click on more, then options, and here in the add-ins you have to add the add-in that you created. For that, click here in the go button, click on browse, choose the location where your add-in file is, and double click on the add-in file. Here you see the EMI calculator add-in is given. Double click on this, and here you see the EMI calculator add-in is added. Simply click on OK. Now close this Excel workbook. Then open here a new Excel workbook. Click on blank workbook, and to add an application launcher, go to file tab, more, options, then customize ribbon. In the tab list, select the tab where you want to add the application launcher. Let me expand this data tab by clicking on this button, and here create a new group by clicking on the new group. Here a new group is added. Just go to rename option, and here put the new name, for example my apps, then click on OK. This has created a new group, and in this group I will add the EMI calculator application. So click on this my apps group, then here in this drop down go to the macros option, and here you see the app launch macro is given. Click on this app launch macro, then click on the add button, and here you see the app launch macro is added. Click on this, then click on rename, and here in the display name let's put here EMI calculator. Then choose a logo, for example I want to take this logo, then click on OK. Again click on OK. Now here in the data tab you will see this EMI calculator in the my apps group. Now click on this EMI calculator logo to run the application. Here you see the EMI calculator application is launched. Now you can start calculating the equated monthly installment payment for the bank loan. Let me put here the loan amount. Interest rate is suppose that 9.5% per annum. Loan period is suppose 7 years. Click on the calculate button and the EMI gets calculated. Click on the clear button then start calculating the EMI for next loan information. Now you can open any Microsoft Excel workbook. Then you will see the application launcher in the data tab. Here you see the EMI calculator is given here. Click on this and the application launch. So this is how you can create a EMI calculator application in Microsoft Excel Visual Basic for applications. If you want to download the practice workbook files, you can get it in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in next video.